Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. Happy 2023. We're going to take a look at what will make you successful. What can you use for tools for success in January of 2023? Okay. Wow. All right. So your challenge is that you're feeling the financial constraints, the pinch. I think everybody is, but I think when you're Taurus, it bothers you more than most because that is your sense of security and stability. That is where you ground your energy is in your ability to manifest in the physical and the 3D. And so this challenge of the financial constraints is definitely a difficult aspect for you. Good news is on the way as far as that goes. The North Node is in your sign. That's really going to be helpful, but Venus finished out 2022 having a conversation with Pluto, again, wrapping up that whole process of 2023. And now she's moved into, on the 2nd, she moved into Aquarius. And so she is talking to Saturn about how to create a structure. And so there is help. Mercury and Mars, the planet of action, they're both in retrograde, but by the end of this month, they will be direct in time for that new moon in Aquarius. And so there is a big shift of energy that is happening, and you guys actually are riding on the front part of that wave. And so I think long before most of us are caught up with the wave, you're already going to be riding it in the area of of your opportunity. You have the card of indecision with the throat chakra here of Archangel Gabriel. And so the opportunity is for you to be really honest with yourself, to make a choice and decision based on what makes you feel abundant in your life. This Uranus in your sign is saying things can't be the way they always were. In fact, nothing's going to be the way it always was. Like everything's shifting and changing. You have the opportunity to stake your claim and say, this is what's true for me now. This is what I find of value. This is what is important. And so there's this card of indecision that comes with the card of you need to speak your truth. But that truth, that's a throat chakra. That's a Taurus card, right? You rule the throat. And it is about what is important to you and what is of value to you. And so while you have this financial constraint going on, the opportunity here for you is to really look at your life and determine what is truly of value to you. You may be releasing and letting things go. We still have a year from now, just about. There will be another eclipse in your sign, a full moon eclipse in November of next year. And so you're going to have to be prepared to have some more stuff be released and let go of in order to complete this cycle. But I think the more that you understand what is of value to you, the easier that decision-making process is. I got to tell you, have some really great cards here. Okay. So, overall energy is the card of the Tower. The Tower in Lenormand, though, is safety and security. So, yes, you are seeking safety and security. This is, very well fortified, like nobody's getting in unless I let them in kind of energy. And so it also could be that in the need to like hang on to and to fortify and to keep everything the way it always was is a problem when you have the North Node producing all these eclipses which want you to transform and change, and you have Pluto trining your sign wanting to create transformation and change, Uranus in your sign saying, hey, we're going to shake things up around here. And so I think that you're definitely being encouraged, they're saying, to make the changes, because it's so much better when you choose what the change is. And so the key to the situation is, though, your energy of slow and steady wins the race. This is the rider that's taking it slow and easy. We've got some very slow, easy energy still for the rest of this month. And so it's a chance to really strategize and to really plan and to figure it out. And in the area of the challenge, we have the fox who is strategizing how to catch those fish. That's the symbol of abundance. Look at this. In the area of the fish, so resources and abundance, we have the star card. He's on the ship, and he is setting his course and direction using the North Star or the North Node. And so really, this is about you figuring out What means abundance to you? Like, what's really abundance to you? Because in the area of how do you transform this, you have the heart. And so what in the heart makes you feel truly abundant? So this could be around relationships. This could be finances, clearly, because we have financial constraints showing up here. This could be about career moves and stuff. And so sometimes it's like, gosh, if I took this job, we would have so much more money, but I would not be home because I'd be on the road all the time. And I prefer to be, Taurus definitely does prefer to spend time at home instead of on the road. And so is it worth it? Is it worth it to make that kind of a shift or a change? Is it short term? Is it worth the effort to do this now? And then maybe, then down the road, I'll be set up and I don't have to keep doing this. I mean, these are decisions you have to make, but you have to be honest with yourself. This is about you getting really honest with yourself and the people in your life that matter to you. In the area of what you're seeking, we have the card of independence, right? And so, yeah, you're looking to feel independent, and independent doesn't mean necessarily single. It means financially independent, not reliant on the whims of the financial markets or on the whims of your boss or on the whims of your significant other or whatever. Like, being able to know that you can be fat and sassy and you can take care of yourself and you are large and in charge in your own world. Most people want that to some degree or the other. And I think that as we are shifting more and more into this Aquarius energy, there's going to be a lot of shakeups coming up here. And people are going to be, looking at the new paradigm in which they find themselves, a new situation. How do I view this in a new way that really works for me? So here we go. In the heart space, you have the man of action here. He's getting ready to dig in and do the work. It's Taurus. But here's what's interesting is that in the area of transformation, we have the heart. And here in the heart space, we have the man. So it's dig in and do the work on the things that really matter to you. Knowing what they are and willing to do the work to have that sense of emotional satisfaction. That will bring the total success. Taurus always can manifest money. You can always manifest the money. The question is, are you manifesting what brings you joy and happiness? Because then how much money you have actually matters less, because it is the understanding that it isn't about money. It is about security. It's about feeling safe and having enough and more than enough, right? It is about a little bit of luxury and being able to, have the freedom to do what I want when I want. But you don't need to be the richest person in the world to be happy. In fact, if we look around at the richest people, do they look happy to you? No. It is really more about understanding what true abundance is. And that is the journey of Taurus, is understanding what is truly abundant. In the area of your resources, there's a change. There's a move. We've got the stork. It's a long-awaited change. There's some kind of thing. It's kind of draining of your resources. It's like knowing that there's something on the move, that something's changing, and somehow it's a little unsettling. And you're being given the opportunity, because you can see it, to figure out what it is you want to do, what change you want to make. Because in the area of action tank, we do have the anchor, and the anchor says create your own stability. You figure out where you want to put your anchor down. You figure it out by you understanding that right now you're at this decision point. Look, there's a fork in the road. Which way are you going to go? And it's following your heart, digging in and following your heart. Doing the work is going to get you there. In the area of where do you anchor your energy into? We have this wealthy woman. Okay, so this is knowing that you have the financial resources, that you will receive what you need, and that you have the safety and security. She's got her guard up a little bit, the shield over here protecting the home. She is divine feminine energy, so she's open to receiving what it is that she needs. I think the problem has been because Mercury's in retrograde, so that makes it kind of hard to think things through right now. I think the logic, trying to be logical and strategic, is challenging. And they're saying, well, yeah, but what do you feel? What do you feel? What gives you hope? What inspires you? Where do you want to set your course for? And so this is more about an emotional thing as opposed to the finer details. So when you know what it looks like to feel, when you know what it feels like to feel truly abundant, when you picture that and you feel that energy, then the way forward, the path becomes clear. I love this. All right. So, like, there's a change coming. There's the waterfall, but it gets into the flow. All right. Have you wondered if when you just close your eyes, take a few minutes, and redirect your thinking, the monsters might shrink, the grins might grow, the floodgates might begin to tremble again. Redirect your thinking to what brings you joy. What opens up your heart? What excites you? What is of interest to you? Instead of worrying about all the details and will I have enough and how do I get that, and instead just really focus in on what do I want to feel like, and then feel that feeling. Hang on to that and make choices and decisions that are true and authentic to who you are, that lead you in the direction of your own true north, what you truly desire. That's where all the safety and the security truly lies, in the heart. All right, you guys take good care. I'm on Facebook every day. I am on YouTube with the weeklies on Sundays. If you haven't seen those yet, check those out. You take great care, and I'll talk to you soon.